Sephora Rouge sale. Max, what are you doing? He's playing with one of his toys. He's going crazy out there. Body care, obviously a ton of obviously. Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what I bought during the Sephora Spring Savings event. I am a Rouge member. Every time I film these videos, I always get embarrassed to say that because that just shows how much money I spend at Sephora, which is way too much. In hindsight, this sale isn't really that great. As a Rouge member, we get 20% off, which is not horrible, you know, especially when you're buying more of an expensive item, or if you're buying a lot of items, then that definitely adds up. So this is definitely the time to buy more expensive items. But I mean, 20% off is still not like amazing. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, because I feel like some people take this sale so seriously and they're like, I have to go get this because there's a sale, but it's 20% off. Like if you buy something that's $34, 20% off of that is just like $6 less, which I mean, $6 definitely, it's still money, but it's not like that much off. So it's not like you can justify going crazy just because there's a sale, you know what I'm saying? But we all do, you know, so I don't know why I'm saying all this and I literally went crazy. So needless to say, I will not be stepping foot in a Sephora for a very, very long time. But I'm super, super grateful that I was able to shop this sale and I got all the things that I really, really wanted and I've been wanting. A lot of new releases, perfumes, body care, obviously a ton of obviously a ton of makeup. So my dog is playing with his toy over there, so I'm sorry for the squeaking. Also, not every single one of these things were purchased during the Sephora sale. I got some of these like a little bit before, so this is pretty collective. It's not just the sale. With all that said, before I get into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn post notifications on. And if you want to hear about some amazing product recommendations, honestly, maybe don't watch this video because you're gonna be spending your money, but watch this video. Okay, so since the majority of my channel is all about fragrance and smelling good and all of that, I'm gonna get through the more fragrancy type items, the body care, the hygiene stuff, and then I'll get into the makeup last. So let's start off with the fragrances. First off, my Burberry blush. Now these fragrances, I'm not going to go into detail and notes and tell you what I even think about them in this video, because I'm going to be doing perfume hauls where I really go in depth with, you know, what I think about them, notes and all of that. So I don't want to be super redundant. I'm just going to basically tell you what I got. So this is my Burberry blush. I'm very excited to tell you guys about that fragrance, so stay tuned for that. And then I also got Yum Pistachio Gelato. Now there's been a change of opinion on this fragrance. I did an entire first impression of this, and if you saw that video, not that I really talked negatively about this fragrance, because I didn't, but I guess I said that I didn't really like love it, but I've made a complete 360 and I cannot stop wearing it. I am obsessed with this fragrance. I love it. I've been getting compliments. My husband loves it. I will give you guys a whole update in a future perfume haul, so stay tuned for that. Next up, I got the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Body Firmeza oil. This oil, originally, I wasn't gonna get, but I got this literally, I think, the last day of the sale because recently I've just been really into body oils. I've been using them way more often than usual, and I'm obsessed with the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush or Cheirosa 62 scent. I cannot get enough of that scent. It is literally one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. It's so good. And so I really wanted it as an oil. I love applying oils when I freshly come out of the shower, like when I'm still wet before I even dry off, because when you apply oils that way, it really locks in the moisture and you're literally going to be glowing all day. And this oil I bought, honestly, purely, it still got the seal, so I don't know what I was smelling. I purely got it because of the scent, but I didn't know that there's actually some like little benefits to this. Now I haven't even tried this yet. I'm just hauling it, so I can't tell you if I've seen a difference or anything. I've never used this. I literally just bought it. But some of the claims of this are pretty good and honestly kind of too good to be true. So let me know if you tried this and if you're noticing any of these claims. I would love to know. This says that it visibly firms and depuffs with guarana caffeine complex and microalgae extract. Apparently it's supposed to like de-bloat you, like if you do some like massages. It visibly tightens for a firmer feeling all over your body, sinks into skin, leaving it silky, supple, and hydrated. I mean, that's what I would think. Like, obviously hydration is what I would hope to get out of an oil, but the fact that it has some, you know, firming claims and all of that, I'm obviously excited to also try that. What I will say about this, the scent is definitely there, but I almost feel like this oil smells like the Brazilian Crush scent, Cheirosa 62, and also Cheirosa 71, which is the more gourmand, like literal edible, smells like literal cookies. That scent I feel like is also in here, because I feel like this is way more gourmand than just the original Cheirosa 62. So I love this. Once I start using it, I'll update you guys if I'm actually like seeing a difference. And then you saw this if you watched my recent hygiene haul, but I picked up the Way body cream in St. Bart's because I was just hearing so much about this, and the scent is so good. It smells like a beach goddess, and I am bringing this to my vacation that I have coming up. I'm also bringing that oil with me, and I'm just gonna be smelling like a bronzed goddess on my tropical vacation. This is literally made for that, and I'm obsessed with the scent. Somebody actually commented in my hygiene haul and said that they think that this smells like Fiji Sunshine Guavatini, which is one of my favorite Bath & Body Works scents. So I think that probably has something to do with why I love this scent so much. And two other products that I also spoke about in my hygiene haul, so I'm just gonna quickly go through them. These are kind of re-ups in my routine. This is the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Superfood Cleanser by Youth to the People. I love this. This is like my 4th or 5th bottle of this. It's like the best cleanser ever. And then the Paula's Choice BHA Liquid Exfoliant. I use like maybe once or twice a week. I don't use it every single day because I have really dry skin and I don't want to dry it out even more by too much exfoliation. But this is so good. You will literally see your pores like disappear. Okay, I think that is it for like the body care-ish items. Now let's get into the makeup. So let's start off with Rare Beauty. No matter what, if there's a sale, if there isn't a sale, I will always buy Rare Beauty. I will buy anything new that they come out with. I'm obsessed with everything that they've come out. Rare Beauty cannot do any wrong in my eyes. Like, their products are just top tier. And of course I had to buy the Rare Beauty lip oils. I got 6 of them. I think there's 8 in total. These are my personal favorite shades. So I got 3 of the lighter pinky ones and then these 3 sort of darker shades. This is what they look like. They're a gel to liquid formula. When you see it off of the tube, it seems like it's not that runny, and then as you're applying it, it gets glossier. It's a really strange formula, but it is so, so good. This is the shade Serenity right here. Honestly, they kind of look different on the lips than swatches. To be honest, I don't think I'm even going to swatch these because these stain. As you can see, I swatched a couple of them earlier, and that's kind of like the good thing about these is that once the shine comes off, you know, the same as like a lip gloss would just come off as you're eating or whatever, you still get the pigment. So it's kind of like a lip oil and a stain all in one, and they're like $20 for one, which I think is super, super reasonable, especially for a Sephora product. And especially for how good these are, I think $20 is like a really, really fair price. And speaking of these oils, if you're wondering what I have on my lips right now, I'm wearing the shade Affection, which is like this, it looks really berry toned here, but I feel like it's more of like a deep burgundy on my lips. Like, that's what I'm saying with these, is like they kind of look different on the tubes, and even as you're swatching them than they do on the actual lips. They almost kind of darken. And then speaking of Rare Beauty, I got their mascara. I've been just on a hunt. My lashes have been so brittle and just not doing great, and so I've just been on a hunt for a really good mascara, and this one has such good reviews, so I decided to pick it up and I really like it. I don't want to say that I love it. It is at the top of like the mascaras that I'm using currently. Like, this is all I'm using right now, because what I love about it more than anything is just how dark it is. Like, it really, really, really makes my eyelashes stand out. It has crazy pigment to it, so I love that about it. But I will say, I don't know if it claims to, I mean, yeah, it does say to lift, but in my opinion, and I mean, I don't fault this mascara for this, because I feel like just about any mascara, if it's not waterproof, my eyelashes will go down. It doesn't really hold a curl in my opinion. I've heard people say that it does. For me, I have super, super stick straight lashes, so this doesn't do that for me. but I don't mind it even so because it is super voluminizing and lengthening, so it will give you those. The only thing that it really lacks for me is just the fact that it doesn't hold a curl, but nothing really does for my lashes. Speaking of more rare beauty, this lip liner was sold out for so long and then it randomly came back in stock, so I picked it up. It's the lip liner in the shade Wise. Everyone and their mother has been loving on this shade specifically of their lip liners, and I tried it out and I really, really like it. It's kind of like that perfect taupey sort of sculpting lip liner shade, the kind of shade that if you lip like overline, it makes your lips kind of look more plump and puffier than they are. And speaking of plumping lip liners, I have a literal plumping lip liner here. So when I heard about this, I was immediately intrigued because I love the Too Faced lip injection gloss. That stuff literally burns the heck out of my lips, but like in the best way because it really puffs up my lips. And this is basically a lip liner that has that same sort of formula apparently. I haven't used this yet. I literally freshly bought this during, I think it was like the last day of the sale. I got the shade Puffy Nude. There's a couple different colors in this, and oh, you actually click it. Oh, I like that about it. But yeah, you click it. I'm kind of afraid to swatch it because I don't want my hand to start like swelling up if this actually oh, it's a nice shade. It's like a light nude color. Another really good color to like overline. So I'm excited about this. I'll probably make like a makeup tutorial or something using these new products so that we can kind of review them together. Charlotte Tilbury is also a brand that I will kind of take advantage of on a sale because they're a pricier brand. And I picked up this and I'm absolutely loving it. Honestly, a ton of these products I've already used, so I'm kind of doing mini reviews on them. But I picked up the Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. I think I have a different shade of this Beauty Light Wand. It's more of like a golden-y, more like yellow tone color. And I like that too. But this, in the shade Pillow Talk, is perfection. It is so beautiful. I've worn this in so many of my videos, and I feel like specifically when I wear this shade, I get so many comments telling me like, you're glowing. I'm not wearing it today. This is just like a powder highlight, but I've been loving this. The formula is also really, really nice. Although it's a cream, I actually put this on top of my powder products, which is like a big no-no. You're supposed to put cream then powder. But this doesn't break up or take off my makeup or anything. But the way that I do it is like I don't just stamp it. I kind of just take my finger and like pat it on and blend it out. You kind of have to work fast because it does dry out. But the glow that it gives is so natural and beautiful. The shade is so pretty. I don't know how to explain this. It's like not rose gold, not really champagne. I really don't know how to explain it. It's like the perfect shade. I have it right here. You can't really tell, but it's stunning. I highly recommend this Pillow Talk shade. I got two new makeup palettes, and these are both very high-end makeup palettes, especially this one. This was on my wish list for so long, and this is I actually got before the sale. I actually got this for my birthday. This is the Pat McGrath, I think it's called Moonlit Seduction palette. I think it's number 10. I have one other Pat McGrath palette in my collection, and I was doing so much research on all of the palettes, just looking up different looks that people were doing, and this one just intrigued me the most. I've worn it a few times like out, and every time I've worn it I've gotten compliments on my eye looks because something in these formulas is just like on another world. So let me show you this gorgeous palette. I feel like the camera does not do it justice, but these shades are absolutely beautiful, especially these four right here because they're like duochrome deliciousness. Okay, look at that. Are you seeing this? It's like green, pink, blue. I don't even know. It's like literally wet. I did kind of like a smoky eye. Yeah, it's not doing it justice on camera, but I did a smoky eye with that shade and it was stunning. Then these like golden bronzy shades, I feel like they look way lighter on camera than they really are in person. But check out some looks like on YouTube of people doing like swatches and just different looks with this palette specifically, and I promise you, you will fall in love. It is like the most stunning palette ever, and it's super expensive, but the formulas are just on another level. And the next high-end palette that I got was Natasha Denona. I think I've tried one palette of hers a while ago, and then I ended up returning it because the shades just didn't really resonate with me, but this one is super pretty. This is the My Dream palette, and it looks like this. I really like the design of it. Here is the inside. It has, I would say, like a bronzy sort of theme to it, but I feel like the color that really just pops in this palette is this shade right here. I feel like on camera it looks pink, right? But it's not pink. Like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you this shade was green. I don't know if I can really show you, but it's literally on camera it looks like it's pink. It's just crazy because I'm looking at right here and it looks like bright green. Like, it's a whole optical illusion here. Like, can you really see it on my finger there? It just shifts. It still looks pink on camera. I think it's because of the lighting, but when you see it from like a different angle, it's like bright green. Like, you wouldn't believe me right now because it's freaking pink there, but it's just like magic in these eyeshadows. And then I also really love all the other shades. There's a ton of really beautiful, obviously, shimmer shades, but also really good matte shades. I've also worn this one out a couple times and I really love. Okay, so Merit has been a brand that I've also heard a lot of good things about. They're kind of like a clean beauty brand at Sephora, and I picked up these two cheek colors. They're like cream blushes. They're really cute. Like, the packaging is super cute, but I picked up the shade Apres, and it's basically like a berry shade. It looks super dark, but it's not dark at all. That color right there, it's like a little berry toned. It has a little bit of darkness to it, but it blends out so beautifully. The blend of these is crazy. Like, you put a little bit on and you could like blend it out with your hand, and it's beautiful. It blends out beautifully over makeup, or if you want to wear it on bare skin, it just looks so good. I feel like if you're a beginner at makeup, this is really good because it's a very easy to use product. And then I got the shade Cheeky because this shade is like the perfect blush shade. Let's see, where do I I'm gonna swatch this down here. That's the shade Cheeky, and then Berry. I feel like they look identical when you see them like on camera, but the Apres shade is way more berry. This one is more, has like a light pinky tone to it. If I could recommend one shade, it would definitely be Cheeky. It's so stunning. And then this, I feel like, was like a very sought after product. It has been for a really long time, I feel like, but it was out of stock like almost as soon as it dropped. And it's the one size, honestly, the name is like insane of this. It's called Cheek Clapper. This is in the shade Attention Seeker. When you see these colors of this blush, so first of all, I really love the packaging. It reminds me of like strawberries and cream, but here is what this looks like. They're like the perfect baby doll pink shades, and not only do you just get, you know, that beautiful shade right there, but you also get like a shimmery version of it, which is so beautiful. I use that on top of the matte shade, and it just gives a beautiful glow with that same sort of pink shimmer. But you also get a cream blush also. So you can start with that, top it off with that, top it off with that, and you have like the most beautiful cheek color ever. And then this next product has been like one of my favorite products lately. If you watch TikTok and you know about Alex Earl, this is totally influenced by her, but I think I saw it like Patrick Ta had used this on her in a video, and the way it made her skin glow. And I'm a sucker for like body glow products. Like, I just love to glow. I say right now as I'm like not glowing at all. Every time I go out, I love wearing like oils and stuff. I just love looking like I just came out of the ocean. This actually smells pretty good too. It has like a sugary sweet smell to it, but this product has been out of stock for so long, and I randomly found it while I was in Miami, so I had to snatch it up, specifically in the shade She's on Vacation. It's by Patrick Ta, and it's the All Over Glow Bomb. You take a brush. He also has a brush that you can buy with it, but it's like $45 or something, and I'm not gonna buy that. So I just bought like a random like big kabuki brush, swirl it in there, and apply it. It gives you a beautiful glow that, might I add, lasts all night, because I already wore this once and I can attest to the fact that it lasts all night. But it also has a little bit of color in it, so it makes you look really tan and like a bronzed summer goddess. So this is like the perfect summer product, honestly. This will be also coming with me to vacation. All right, we're getting down sort of to the end of it. I picked up the Makeup by Mario brand new foundation that came out. This one is also a product that I bought for a while now. I think I actually literally bought this like Christmas. I got a gift card and I bought this with it. So yeah, this is definitely an older product, and I really like this foundation. This foundation became so popular, and then everyone was like, oh my god, it has glitter in it, because when you look at it closely, there's literal, like, you can see little particles of what looks like glitter, but when you put it on, you don't see any glitter, even shimmer, nothing. It just like has a beautiful like luminosity to it, and it just looks really like healthy, natural, glowy. It's beautiful. All right, so my camera actually died, so I'm gonna be filming the rest of this video on my phone. But you know what, I've done this before, and I gotten a couple of people say that you actually like the quality of my phone camera better than my camera. Now my camera is really dark. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, as you can see, my phone is so much brighter like than it was with the camera. I've tried to adjust the brightness and all of that. I'm not really techie, but I've tried and I just can't get it. I have a ring light, so obviously you can see that it's bright in here, but my camera just likes to make things really dark. I don't know. But let's get into the rest of this video. So there's only a few more items left. Okay, we're almost done. So next up, another Patrick Ta item. I'm gonna blind you guys with this mirror. I don't have this one in the packaging because I've thrown it away. I've already used this a few times, so let me not blind you again. This is in the shade She's Blushing. I was like stalking Patrick Ta's Instagram, like all of his clients, like celebrities and stuff that he's worked on, and I was seeing like the product details, and every single one of the celebrities that he has done their makeup, he has used this specific blush. And every single one of those makeup looks, I would look at them and be like, oh my god, what blush is she wearing? It looks so good. And it was always the shade She's Blushing. So I picked it up and I love it. It comes with the cream and then the powder. He actually suggests to put the powder first and then the cream, which is like a big rule break in makeup, but apparently it works. I haven't tried it like that yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna try it that way, but I really love the shade. And then another Charlotte Tilbury product. This is a new product, I think. She released these matte beauty blush wands. I know the highlighty beauty blush wands. I have one of them and I love it. The pink gas one I think I have. But she came out with these ones that are supposed to be matte, and this color in particular was calling out to me. I knew I was going to be going on this cruise, so I thought this shade would be perfect because I'm going to be tanning, and so my skin is going to be nice and bronzed. So I felt like this shade was kind of the most flattering, and I love it. It's in the shade Dream Pop, and just like the other one, it's like the sponge applicator. I'm sorry, I need to like wash my hands. I have like a million swatches right now, but that is what it looks like. It's like a red, but with a little bit of pink in it, but like maybe a little corally in it. It's a type of shade that just looks really good with a tan. Let's just say that. Then I got this. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of Kathleen Lights. A lot of you guys like to always tell me that I look like her, which I will take as a compliment because I freaking love her videos and her. I think she's just such a cool person. But I saw in her, I think it was her yearly favorites video, she mentioned this blush. It's the Refy Cream Blush. And when you look at the shade, it's the cutest. First of all, the packaging is just so cute. It's like a little tiny cube. I don't know, it's just really cute to me. But the shade of it is so pretty. It's like this really light, almost peachy shade, super light. You would think that the shade wouldn't even show up on my skin, but it totally does. It looks way lighter on the pan, but when you actually start to blend it out, it actually looks really pretty on the cheeks. So I've used it just a couple times, not that many to give like a full review, but as far as the formula, it's really nice. It blends out like seamlessly. Then of course I have lip products because I need a bunch of lip products in my life apparently. I picked up another lip glow oil. I think I have the shade Rosewood and maybe another one, I don't know. But this one I've been wanting for a long time. This is the raspberry, I think. Yeah, the raspberry shade. And I just love the formula of these. I know they're like super overly hyped. And to be honest, am I gonna sit here and tell you it's like anything super special? It's not. But I just love how these feel on my lips. Like the formula is like one of the best formulas ever. And I have a ton of lip products, but I just really love it. It just sucks that it's so freaking expensive. So during the sale is kind of like the only time I ever buy those because they're crazy expensive. And then I picked up this Kosas Wet Lip Oil Plumping Treatment Gloss. I don't really find it plumping. It's like a little bit minty, but not really plumping. The shade of this is what really attracted me to it. But I had been hearing so many things, like this kept coming up on my TikTok. But look how pretty that is. And the shade is like this beautiful sparkling nude color. I've worn this a few times already and I love it. Like, look at this shade. It's like right there. It's very sheer, but when you actually put it on, it's like a beautiful nude color with like some shimmer in it, and it's super juicy and wet looking because it is an oil, but it looks like a gloss, like super glossy. I didn't even say what shade this was. This is in the shade Unzipped, which is a milky pink champagne. And then speaking of that, this is kind of the same type of formula. This is the Tower 28 Shine On Milky Lip Jelly. This is in the shade Pistachio, and apparently it's like the most popular color of this, but it actually is such a beautiful, it's like the perfect pink lip gloss, like an everyday lip gloss. Even if you're not like a makeup wearer, the shade of this is like perfect. My hand is disgusting at this point, but I'm almost done with this video, so okay. And then the last lip product is this Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick. I bought this because I found out that this is the shade that Rihanna wore to the Super Bowl. It's in the shade MVP, and I don't have that many reds in my collection, but this red was beautiful. It's like the most perfect true red. It's like so blue toned. I needed this red in my life, and it's like a velvety formula. It's not as drying as a normal liquid lip would be, so I like that about it. Last product is the Patrick Ta contour cream, and I got the shade in She's Sculpted, which looks like this. Just like the blush, this comes with a cream and a powder, and it's like the perfect sort of contour shade, I guess. With that said, that is it for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys picked up during the sale. If you picked anything up, leave that in the comments. That is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!